an Aussie. Show of the Aussies here so far tonight. He observed last series, and we've got Komodo in for this one. So shout out my boy running the cameras for us. Either way, into Overpass we go. Astralis on that CT side. 4 players onto B. Just the 1 player here, Device, contesting at Fountain on his own, while 3 players take short control for Astralis.
So Megas here has been the one to pick up the utility, the flashbangs, the HE. Well, Someday Young, he'll sit there with the smoke and the molly. It looks like they are just going to sit outside B. You know, there is some aggression into short already. I'm wondering if they will try to get the flash over and go for it. Looks like they will. Glaive moves on in, and they're completely blind. Great start here from Glaive. Already picking up, looking to make it 3. High Disbalance will be able to do some damage back. But there's S-Tag to join him, Dupree and Glaive. And
Dude.
If the series ends up like that, we might have a very early night.
I love that pistol. So the 1 player fighting at Fountain there, yeah, it's only 1 guy, but generally on the T side, if you see a CT fighting you that aggro at Fountain, it's normally going to be because there's multiple players there backing each other up. It's such a risky fight for 1 player to take. But the advantage of that 1 player taking it is it does make you think, yeah, there's multiple players here, and they go back over to B, which is where Astralis was laying in wait. They took that B short control so early on purely because they thought they'd be able to exploit exactly what they did. I love that. You know, it's a nice little CT pistol for you. If you want to try that in your matchmaking, don't, because it won't work with randoms. But if you want to try that in a team, by all means, that would be a pretty good one. Astralis now onto the buy. 2 rifles, 3 SMGs to final up the cash. All Deagles on the side of Team Spirit. We saw some niceness with Deagles last series in G2 Na'Vi. See if anyone's able to replicate it on Spirit here. Device going out long. Will grab himself the 1, spots the 2nd, gets a tag, but also gets away. So for now, Astralis keep everyone up.
Some damage dealt onto Magix. In the end, he will go down to the spray through the smoke from Glaive. A very nice start here for Astralis. Only Device being tagged up so far. And it's all onto Balance and Someday Young. I was actually thinking about it whilst we're at a little bit of a slower point, I suppose. Balance on the AWP up against Device. I'm wondering how he's actually going to fare there. They're, you know, Balance maybe a little bit more of a flashy AWPer, I suppose, whereas Device, much more, I guess, fluid and, you know, consistent, holding those long lines and everything along those. So, yeah, it should be cool to see how they weigh up. But a very clean round here for Astralis. That will be 2 back-to-back ones. And Spirit, not a single frag yet on the board, but after being mowed down through Monster and then a little bit of a split up on the eco, Team Spirit will now settle. They did force into that previous one, so they're going to have to go for another eco. However, Astralis, if they start to stack up their money, they're going to put themselves in a very, very good position early on.
Righto, Dupree, 200 damage last round, 150 AD up. Too easy. Pistols once again here for Team Spirit, and can't really fault them. They didn't get anything out of, well, this whole game, really. They got no kills. They've got no bomb plants. They've got pretty much nothing out of this, so their money is not looking too good. Astralis once again with this short aggression, and the T's have heard it. They're going to be looking for it, but blinded and against the SMGs, sure, there's nothing at all they can do here, and they are indeed getting mopped up. Glaive's there to help through Monster with that M4 at range as well. 1 player does go down for Astralis, so Team Spirit do get their first kill on the board in the hands of Someday Young. Then again, that was just a couple of pistol rounds. They get executed in the actual pistol, lose both the ecos. Fair enough. Here comes the first buy. 5 AKs, grenades on everybody. And Astralis looks like they're going for a bit of a mix buy. They got the AWP out early onto Device in round number 4, but they've still got a few players on SMGs as well, choosing to keep them through, save a bit of cash. So it's risky, but if this works out, it's going to be a big boon to their economy heading forward.
Yeah, look at how much money they've already got, and already this confidence from Device. Moves on up, does narrowly miss. A little bit out of character for the man, but still moves on through, gets the information early, and a great nade into short, as you mentioned. So the main thing here is, of course... Oh, God, yeah. Well, their map, just their nades on any map, really. But yeah, look, the money already super, super strong. I do like how much they've already found. S-Tag will be able to drop Mur early on as well. And now these members are going to actually start to quickly charge towards B. Not sure if Glaive will actually be ready for this, but he's 7-0 currently. And look at that flash, completely turning everyone around. And immediately the confidence already starts to disband that nade. Kobe as it heads on in. Magic, Someday Young, Balance. They're going to be limping out of there, unfortunately. They do look to retake control of short, but they're licking their wounds firmly as it's a bit of an unfortunate situation. Dupree might just miss the timing. But he has spotted him in the end, has all the info. It's just too easy for Astralis at the moment, Tim, and I can't even call anything early.
It is indeed. Again, the nades. I'd love to see the utility damage just after even these couple of rounds. They've done so much. It's I Balance left alone in a 1v5. Despite Dupree and Eztag being very low on HP, there's still 5 players up. He's on his own. 17 HP, AK-47 in hand, but there's Device to shut things down with the AWP. Astralis lose 1 player in 4 rounds. It's not looking too good for Team Spirit. Still early days, of course. Not going to call all doom and gloom, ring the death bell just yet, but still, red hot start for Astralis on their CT side, and we're yet to really see too much of an answer for Team Spirit this round. They're once again going to be caught lacking in terms of weaponry. Deagles for everybody.
Well, it's just been super clean so far from us. Yeah, super clean from Astralis, right? Like, they haven't really looked shaken at all. You know, Someday Young's the only person who's actually found a frag so far, picking up that one with the P250, which was right at the very end of the round, taking down Magisk. And now, as it sits, we've already got control of Party, which is going to be Dupree, taking advantage of the MP9. The SMGs, obviously, they're not going to try and play the long lines. They want to get up close and personal, and it will be Spirit slowly creeping their way into short water. Again, only the Deagles. They've got the Kevlar to support it, but no real utility, which means that if they are going to charge, they need to charge together, because that is something they haven't done as of yet. They've looked a little bit split, a little bit disoriented. But it can be, yeah, again, a bit nerve-wracking going in against Astralis. So hopefully, as they do slowly walk out towards B, but already 3 members hungry, waiting.
Where's the boost going to come in? That's what I want to know. Glade's going to clean up these members' monster, and there is no boost. In fact, Device, incredibly close with the AWP, will be punished finally by Magix, but there's no way that he can grab that AWP, and Device, or Glaive even, will clean him up. Can we talk about, by the way, how unfair it is to cast a game with Magisk and Magix in it? Magix? I can't do it already, even though I was intentionally trying to get their name correct. It's too hard for my small brain.
Oh, it's always funny, isn't it? Especially in different areas. Like, I've heard so many people call it Magisk. You know, now we've got Magix. So I'll have to see how it all goes throughout the course of it. But look, that's part of the fun of it, right? You know,
absolutely.
Just got to entertain ourselves as best we can. Try put on a little bit of a show for the chat, of course. It can't be all, again, as you mentioned, doom and gloom, I suppose, over professionalism. You know, still need to have a little bit of fun with it. But here's the boost. Oh, the boost. You love to see it.
You know what you don't love to see? That dang train.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just didn't follow the damn train, the damn train, CJ.
That was looking for. Goddamn mission hurt my head as a kid. Anyway,
no opening.
Once again, Astralis being very aggro here. Look how much info they have towards Party once again, and Glaive is all the way up here waiting for them. Neo checks it, but he's not fast enough, and Glaive manages to with no support. There was a flash thrown over there, but I'm not sure it really helped him out. That was just Glaive hitting his shots. Eztag is here playing the very back line, looking for feet, and I don't think he spotted any of them jump across here. But again, look at Dupree. Astralis have been fighting this flank every single round. They have all the info every time. They know there's only so many places that Spirit can be, and they have them completely locked in. Eztag doesn't need any help, takes all 3 by himself, but keep an eye on that next round. I've been watching it. Someone from Astralis will push through Fountain if they get no... if they don't find any presence, if they don't see anything, they will have the flank and have the info. Even if they're not there on the flank to get the kills, they will at least be locking up that map control and knowing that no one else is coming their way. Here's this nice 3K from Eztag, by the way. Man doesn't need any help.
The spray.
Even though the flank was there. So we have to keep an eye on this Fountain play from Astralis here. We'll see if Team Spirit want to challenge it this round. We've got 2 people headed this way.
That smile on Glaive as well basically sort of speaks words about... how this series is going so far. You know, Astralis have taken it on super strong. They're feeling happy, super solid with it all. Utility's been perfect today. Dupree, he actually will be tagged up very heavily. It's going to make it a little bit of a challenge into the latter parts of the round. 11 points of HP. Device, a spot out the head. Narrowly missing the shot, though, an F-tag. We'll find Someday Young early on. In the end, Device goes down to the hands of Chopper. So a little bit messy here, but Glaive also going down to Magix. Okay, S-tag. Finds his second in the round, but for the first time, we see Spirit at the man advantage, 3-2.
And I Balance is here, and the bomb is in. What is this round?
Yeah, look
where I Balance is. He's all the way in bank. Meanwhile, bomb's down in T-spawn. Eztag's found Mir, just not the way he wanted to do it. There's Dupree on the backstab. They haven't actually got control of that bomb yet. I don't think he would know it's there either. Wouldn't have gone far enough. Chopper's here waiting for this, and Dupree, I think he has a sense of it, looking through the smoke, but gonna be found out. What a weird round. That was all over the place, but Team Spirit will manage to find their way through the craziness and grab themselves their first win.
There we have it. Very well done from Team Spirit in the end. I do think Astralis slightly overextended there, They were taking that full confidence. We saw it in the previous round, of course, where we had the flank all the way in from Dupree, but this time took control of the bomb, found the information, but then unfortunately in a 1v3, 11 points of HP, it is a little bit challenging. Would never put it past Dupree. But yeah, certainly a bit difficult there, but well done from Spirit. I am glad to see them on the board here because it hasn't really gone too far, We are still very, very early on, not only in the map but the series.
Ooh.
And Magisk looking for that opening pick, the aggressive up short, but the opposing Magisk, he actually will find it. Itis balance, good for the trade, and there we go. 2 picked up, now a 3-on-3 for Spirit.
Aggression from Astralis working out initially, but this time at least it does get punished. Team Spirit aren't letting things get too far away, but Astag's going to connect a few bullets through the smoke just to keep Team Spirit honest. 3 versus 3. Bomb down in T-spawn, and all 3 Astralis players on the lower side of the map. Device looking to be in heaven. Astag and Dupree doubled up on the bomb side. Chop up, just thinking about life. And that,
Chilling.
he is there because Astralis have flanked through Fountain every single round.
Yep.
That's why he's not with his teammates. He is so scared of being flanked. We're 8 rounds in and they're already PTSD. Astag has the close angle here. He's cross-firing with his teammate at barrels, and 50 seconds left. Team Spirit, they've got util, but they're going to go for the contact play here.
Yeah, look, they've already let Device at least rotate up, so he is close towards long, but no utility. They're just going to start to march on out of Monster, and Dupree is there on the other side of the barrel. Someday Young will at least be able to find one, and a little bit of a whiff there from Dupree. Someday Young ends up finding 2, so 2 for Itis Balance, 2 for Someday Young. And now the bomb will be planted on that site, the usual location, the default position, and Device up in heaven. The AWP in hand. Will he be able to find anything, though? Just on the opposing side of the pillar. I don't think SDY, Someday Young's been spotted out as of yet. And it's just going to be Itis Balance tuck in onto the railings there. Just waiting patiently. Dropping out of heaven, though. Device now starting to push on up. Still this 1v2. No kit in hand, actually. Just noticing that now. Itis Balance, though. He'll swing. He'll punish. And a nice 3k there. So Spirit on the board, well and truly. 2 rounds now secured. And unfortunately for them, Astralis does still have quite a fair bit of cash in the coffer. They'll be able to continue to repurchase for a little while longer. But the key factor is here. I mentioned at the start of the game already, Tim, but the AWP is now up for Itis Balance after a great 3k in the previous round.
Also worth noting, this check is so good. They've already been shot at from this position there for Dupree, but they're aware that if someone is playing there, they're always with a teammate on site in a situation like that, because you can't really play their solo. It's a one and done. So they're not even checking him. They know that they can afford to just look for that player playing behind the pole, and they destroy him. Great picks from them. They've already taken some damage from nades early on from Astralis here, but Team Spirit once again want to go over towards B. 3 players here. There's that molly to clear out that barrel position. Device, so aggressive and alone. He has to try and find this pick onto Chopper, and this is probably going to go against him running away as well. He's been heard.
Yeah, the information immediately given over. What a lurk there from Chopper. Well done as Device. The AWP of Astralis will be felled here, and it's a 4v3. Spirit, they were lagging at the beginning, just behind slightly, but now they've certainly taken all the control that they require, and Chopper already inside the bank. Looking to lock this down. Glaive, 14-3. I only just realized Itis Balance, though, will drop S-Tag in the process. He is taken down to 15 points of HP, but Chopper might have actually timed this quite well. But look at this positioning from Magisk. Don't actually know if he's been spotted, but Chopper, 6th Dents, fully aware. And that's all on the Magisk in a 2v4. Chopper. Oh, no, never mind. It is a 1v4.
No.
Okay. Yeah, we right. We right.
DC'd, I think.
We right.
Magisk will find the first one on the B bomb site, but it's consolation prize. They are going over towards a bomb planted on the upper bomb site. Already the lurk established in bathrooms to cut off the rotation. It's going to be a difficult one for him to get back into it. Itis Balance actually charges straight down through Con to try and pick him up. The AWP shot gives him away, and he'll be running away from that. Low on HP, doesn't want to lose the big green here. Runs all the way out. Magisk, for his part, is going to be saving this. AK will back off towards T-spawn. Someday Young getting a bit of momentum rolling on their T side now. We sit at 6 rounds for Astralis, 3 to Team Spirit. And like we said, still very early on in this game. It was a dominant start from Astralis, and they still have the money to reinvest here, but Team Spirit now showing a bit of life. Going to be able to save 3 guns away from this round as well. So things looking pretty good for them, back on track, and their economy is now set too.
Not really sure how to sort of feel about it, to be honest. It's been quite a slower sort of methodical bit bit of movement from Spirit, I guess. You know, the way that they've sort of sent it, they've managed to find a couple of picks on that lurk. You know, Chopper did really well to sort of solo take A, basically, and then they allowed full confidence for them to waltz on up to that A site, lock it down. And Magisk was all on his lonesome in that 1v4. So very well done from Spirit to be able to lock that one down. We do have a cheeky little pause. Shouldn't be too long, guys. Thank you for all hanging out with us this evening, though.
Supposedly, this is a short tech pause for Spirit. I think they might have had to play a DC or something, considering
all as well.
HUD was being a little bit odd, which tends to happen when players DC, but that's all right. Apparently, it's not a long one, and already the timer is back counting down, so we're ready to go once again. Team Spirit, 3 rounds so far on their own map pick. Given that we're on overpass here on their T side and their own map pick, I mean, ideally they're looking to win the half. We'll have to see how many Astralis is willing to let them get away with. Words difficult, but no AWP here on Astralis. That's the effect on their economy. They do have that AK, 4 M4s to go alongside it, but no AWP out for device. So this is potentially a time for Team Spirit to be able to dictate this game a little bit. I think that was a whiff molly as well.
Nades.
Look at the damage.
Wow. And it's taken that time, though, hasn't it, Tim? Device looking to clear Chopper. Might not be able to find it, though. Does Boogie on his way into party. Chopper, though, will go down. Very clean aim there from Device. Nicely done. But now what I was going to say is it's taken 3 rounds of consecutive victories with a fair few players living on for Spirit too to actually shake Astralis' economy. You know, Device now obviously not being able to pick up that AWP, has the AK that has been picked up from Chopper, but he will actually go down to Magic's.
That was a sick
very,
entry.
very nicely done there. But yeah, now look, in the 4v4, if Spirit are successful in this round, they likely will create an eco situation for Astralis. But also the same could be said.
Glaive spotted him. He knows this is coming, but he's also alone on this bomb site. Needs to try and hide here, and he takes a great angle. Goes aggressive into bathrooms. Not a play you expect. Magix, sorry, has caught him. It's so difficult, but Glaive will be cleaned up. So fortunately, the T's... Oh my goodness, that was close. They'll be able to get onto this bomb site, but there's still players all over them contesting, and Dupree able to pick up another one.
Well done here from Dupree. Idis Balance will be able to trade, and actually in the end, Idis Balance forgoes the AWP, swaps over weapons, and with the AK manages to pick up 2. And even there, swaps back over to the AWP for good measure afterwards. And this is exactly what we were talking about. Now Spirit, it's taken them 4 rounds, but Astralis, they've had to bend for just a second. They're going to be able to pick up the pistols, and we're never going to count them out. We've seen plenty of rounds in this night so far, obviously in Na'Vi versus G2, where the pistols were enough to get the job done. So S-Tag, he's gone for the Zeus here. Wonder where he's going to take that, maybe inside connector or down towards short, potentially. Likely over towards short, or even monster, but look at this movement.
Rush.
Okay. Murder start off.
Well, the pistol's going to be looking to do some work here, and the Deagle's doing enough body shot damage. Right, no, that's not a body shot. Good shot, Glaive. And a 3 versus 2 already. The Deagle's doing work. Magix is tagged. Chopper's here with full HP and a rifle to support his buddy, but 2 players coming through on the flank as well. Glaive just has to wait, try and bait them out. Wait the time. Here's Device, hits the headshot, and only 1 more player to find. Won't quite get it done, but does hit the tag. Just 5 HP remaining for Magix, and there is still 1 more flank coming in the form of Dupree that he doesn't know about. There's no way he checks this. Easiest kill of Dupree's life. There it is. Takes a second to line up the headshot. The pistols convert it for Astralis, just like that. Taken away from Team Spirit. They've still got them, but that one's got a sting.
Yeah, we called it. At the end of the day, saying never count out the pistols, and that's exactly what Astralis have done. And this is what I mean, the confidence from them to be able to be so hungry on it. There was no way that Magix even had any potential thought that there was a second member flanking, but Device and Dupree, they made their way through spawn in towards Monster, and they were already there barking at the heels of Team Spirit as they finally get the bomb plant. And look, I was thinking to potentially that Glaive was going to go huge there. He is 17-5 right now. The IGL, he's got some fresh legs. He's moved back on in after taking that short break, and he has been impressing every single game since. I believe his first series was a disgusting amount of pluses on the board.
Let's get that
the boost again.
Oh, wait, nope.
Never mind.
Hold on.
Not enough time. Oh, okay.
Yep.
We go.
Yep.
Nothing spotted.
So notice how he was a little bit later in the round. Instead of checking the heaven spot, he checks the boost spot. because the player is not likely to be Heaven unless it's the first couple of seconds. You might be able to catch them jumping down, because Heaven is such a defensive position to play that it's not as common to play there from the start of the round, because you're giving up half of the bomb side, especially if you get smoked off. You're practically playing retake already. So
yeah,
looking for the boost, especially given that they know Astralis have been playing more aggressively, which it must be said, they're doing. Hello, Magisk, controlling short already. But Team Spirit are going to go for the monster route instead. They've got a couple players behind, throwing the util out. And now Glaive on the bomb site. First point of contact, looking to frag out.
Glaive, will he be able to lock anything down? A great little bit of use of utility to defend. Doesn't have to leave the side. Magisk is going to be the one to open up first, though. Chopper, but I just runs straight through the smoke, taking out the leader of Glaive. And now this makes it a winnable round, but still, S-Tag up towards short, just on the opposing side of the sandbags. Device is going to find Someday Young over towards the B site as well. Device up in heaven. And now I just balance, looking to creep around. They're not overextending. 25 seconds left. They know exactly where Dupree is, but Magisk is going to be able to find it. S-Tag with one more, and it's all in the mirror. 20 seconds remain. A 1 versus 4. It's going to have to pull out something out of the hat for sure. Does go for it a little bit. S-Tag, but they're going to double up towards short. S-Tag's happy to find his second in the round. And Astralis, a much cleaner round. Their 8-4 is the scoreline. And Spirit, unfortunately, they are going to be looking down the barrel of an eco.
They are indeed, and this is the Astralis that we expected to see. So confident. Of course, they're hitting their shots, but everything they do, they're doing so confidently. They're not giving Team Spirit really any respect at all. They're taking these really aggressive angles. They're leaving one player to fight for because they trust that it's going to work, and so far it is. They've got the double AWP out here onto Glaive as well. And I'm pretty sure the last time I saw Astralis double AWP, they were using Dupree, which shows you how long it's been since I've seriously watched Astralis play. But It's the Deagles again here. And, okay, there goes Glaive. Nice shot from her. And if Magic can find one hit too, maybe they'll be into something, but Dupree's too good. Shuts down both players in con.
Very well done. I was just thinking to myself, actually, then, the Dupree AWP was beautiful, but so is Mur, apparently. Very handsome here. Not only the man, but also the Deagle shots that he is connecting with Device in a good position, able to find Someday Young. Chopper, unfortunately, will go down, and not quite the third for Mur. But he's been able to do a lot of damage there. But, I mean, look at this already from Astralis against him. Look at the bank account. It's huge. They've managed to stack it up time and time again. Super clean in the rounds that they win. You know, when they have been, it's been, 3, 4, 5 members living on the whole way through. And that's really where Spirit have struggled. They managed to get the 4 consecutive rounds, which is what it took for them to eco. And then they lost the eco. So Spirit, they're doing the right things, but Astralis are just, seem to be at times very far ahead of the curve.
Now, it's worth noting, we've seen Astralis play this map a lot. They haven't played it at all in the last 3 months. So if they were saving it, it's interesting that they're pulling it out now against Spirit, but it sure is working. They are so prepared on this map. Look how little respect they're giving Spirit. They are shutting them down at every single position. That was very close, S-Tag. Dancing through the smokes now. Go teams. Spirit looking for something, but they just can't get it done. S-Tag with 7 HP. It'll be looking for his A tick, and stop him. Does eventually shut him down, but Dupree's right there to clean it up. 10-4 heading into the last round of the half. This confident Astralis is a scary Astralis. This is the overpass they've been saving, apparently, and they are looking dominant. And I'm now scared for the rest of this series. If this is what Astralis look like on this map, and we've got Nuke coming up, this is spooky times for Team Spirit.
Yeah. At least the thing I'm thinking is at least that Spirit will be starting on the CT side of Nuke. So that's always a good, at least, buffer for them, Obviously, Nuke is probably the most CT-sided map, I would say. But you never know. So a interesting purchase coming out from Spirit, of course, it being that final round in the half. They've gone for 3 Mag-10s, a Tech 9, and then just a single Galil for Mur. Off the back of those few kills, and no! That was almost the highlight play. Surely one for the real Device. Just inside connector. Look at this utility damage. We've spoken about it so much already. Only 15 rounds into the game. I just balanced down at 3 points of HP. Mur 19. And they will go to swap over the weaponry. Oh, no. Never mind. That's a recovered AK out of it from Dupree. But Device, look at this. Has an AWP. But moving in with the Deagle. Now all the information. He's hearing the footsteps. They know exactly where they're going. Now he can just sit under the ladder and hopefully Mur will peek into it.
Annoying.
Yeah, he can be. And he might even find a shot here. Not quite. So Mur at least can capitalize. 5 versus 3.
But again, no fear at all from Astralis here. And Majeska's going to catch off this final player. Easy as you like, very low HP. There's the second and the bomb. 40 seconds remaining, but all of a sudden it's all over for Team Spirit. Locked in on every side. Bomb in a terrible position. And Mir can't hit the last one. Very close, but it's 11-4 for Astralis at the half. Dominance on Overpass. We'll see if they finish it in the same fashion right after this.
Got me closer, rather be, feel like another dimension. I don't wanna talk, baby, you should let it go. I don't wanna go, let me stay a little more. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Yeah. Talk to me, I just want a little bit of company. You acting like you really wanna fall for me, but baby, can you tell me who you wanna be? Feel the heat, but we don't wanna let go. We answer questions that we ask alone. I hear the words, but they're coming out an echo. So, would you give up the fight if you had no time to even surrender? Would you give up your rights and let your life slide away?
Dominance and disrespect from Astralis on half number one of Overpass. Putting the work into Team Spirit, they looked very comfortable indeed, and Team Spirit didn't really get too much done on the first half of their map pick. We head now into half number two of Overpass with Nuke on the deck after this one. Team Spirit on the CT side now, got to show us something pretty special here if they want to get some momentum. Even if they don't win this map, if they just want to build momentum heading into Nuke, they're going to have to pick it up starting in this pistol. Astralis only 5 away from claiming map number one. The GG bet odds reflect how dominant Astralis have been, and Magix, they've all jumped across this line. He might spot Ez-Tag, but he's not going to spot the rest. They're all right here, and there is no one else quite this aggressive with him. There is one behind him, but I'm not sure they're going to commit to this push together. Spots the one, and now it's going to be Astralis surely flooding in here.
Oh, a little bit rough there, Glaive. Finding the first, but that's an excellent flash. Oh my word! Someday Young able to at least pick up one. Chopper will also find Glaive. There's Device to at least pick off one. Mer's good for another, but now Dupree. You know how good he is with these pistols. He's spotted out the head of Someday Young, but does get the better of him. Ez-Tag having a fantastic blitzer of a game right now.
There's the flank.
It will be Itis balance, and that's exactly the breath of fresh air that Team Spirit needed to get their way back into this. 5 rounds secured, and at least they lived on with 2. Wasn't down to the 1v1. S-Tag gave it a good crack, but yeah, look, mate, at the moment, Astralis, they are still dominant, and in the end, I thought the monster spray could have been a little bit more exciting. In the end, it was a very dry peak to start us off. But regardless, Spirit pick up the rounds, and they do move into the next with momentum. It looks like Astralis have given a little bit of a respect here in the sense that they have gone for the ego.
I love the bait and switch with Astralis, by the way. S-Tag at the back, playing very far back, looks like he's alone, trying to bait one of the CTs into pushing and fighting him, and then all of Astralis collapse upon it. There was 1 or maybe 2 really good flashes that blinded all those Astralis players that pretty much saved the round. Otherwise, it would have been Astralis collapsing on those 2 players on B, getting the picks and being able to get the bomb down. Unfortunately, the util's there to save it. But I like the idea. This time it's Team Spirit who are going to be going on the sneaky offensive. And nice shooting from Magisk. Spots him out. And there's going to go and clean up. Magisk is here as well. Gets spotted out, but we'll be leaving. Again, this is just the pistols from Astralis, so we're not expecting too much, really. Lucky if they're able to get a kill or 2. Bomb plant at absolute best. But looking where Team Spirit are, all over the map with the bomb down, it's not looking like Astralis will be able to get too much here. Disbalance is here with the rifle. Easy spray, easy kill. Sumdar Young cleans up device in the meantime. And Team Spirit continue well. Going to grab themselves the first 2 rounds of this half. Astralis, though, going to buy up into the 3rd.
Yep, so they've let it slide for a little while, Astralis. They go for that full eco. Team Spirit just wipes the floor, which is always nice to see. It's good to see that they haven't really been shaken by the first half. They're still confident with their pushes. Disbalance happy to sort of solo around A, re-aggressing into long as well to find the final frag of the rounds. But yeah, here is the fury to come through from Astralis. Surely now, they've got the AKs, they've got all the utility they need to get the job done. And Disbalance needs to try and find something, and that will be a good opening bit of damage. Does the Kobe connect? Not quite. It actually does 1 point of damage, bringing device down to just 2. So a good opening, little bit of information and some damage exchanges, which will put Team Spirit at the slight advantage into the first.
Nade not going to do as much damage as he might have hoped. Team Spirit do have guns and the man advantage for now, although 2 players heavily tagged in Magix and Islands. Dupree looking for a boost, scouting out in B short, but not going to find anything just yet. His teammates are moving up towards A, but have a look at them. All the way in spawn. S-Tag has just spotted him, so at least they have the info, but that's the bomb spotted as well. Will they know? Does he suspect that all of Astralis is behind him? He's turned, but he can't divide his attention. Needs to look for that bomb. And my goodness, will they check this? Glaive suspects. I don't think he spotted him out just yet, but surely you'll see him. There it is. There's the cleanup. So that at least allows the bomb through. But 40 seconds left. Team Spirit know where the bomb was at least, and they've got 2 players here ready to face this. Chopper with the MP9 needs to try and get close, and he's got himself a good corner.
You know, I like it, though. You know, the amount of people that had to go and try and find Mer was massive. They sent all 3, which did sort of send the timing back. 20 seconds remain. And obviously with Chopper, finding that pick, smoke as well. S-Tag is at least going to be able to find Magix in the process, but with 14 seconds remaining, all Sumdar Young has to do is drop the bomb. He's done exactly that. And now with 10 seconds remaining, do they even have enough time to get this bomb plant? No, Disbalance is there. He's won the rounds. Very, very well done. And now Glaive just has to hightail it out of there. Did have the positioning if they had a little bit more time. So that's what I'm thinking right now. That control from Mert, even though he died and didn't really get to do a whole lot with his positioning in our playgrounds, it held Astralis back. Team Spirit now with 7.
Well, still on the comeback. This is their map pick, so we're starting to see why they picked this one for us. And I'm, for one, happy to see them putting the screws to Astralis, just because it means we might get some more maps out of the series. Astralis on the Deagles now with the single hero AK on Glaive, saved through from the last round, of course. Taking some early control of Connector, heading over towards B. Spirit on their part, they've got info down A long, they've got a player in bathrooms. They're just trying to lock down what parts of the map they can without exposing themselves too much. They also still have a lot of utility to play here. Glaive has to try and find a pick for his team, and he's got so many angles to check. Both teams had players pushing through short. There's the fight, but Glaive can't find it. S-Tag at least will get that one done. The smoke down, while it does save the CTs here, it also allows Astralis to grab that AK.
Making up some ground to collect. Disbalance, though, up on the top of the site. And one thing, oh my word. You're never going to deny it. Great shot there from Magisk in the end. Now moving up towards the site, Young has to try and find something here. Obviously, the AWP has been recovered for Device. Not exactly something you want to be seeing if you are a Team Spirit player. They're going to hold it for a little while longer because look at how far this bomb is away.
Look at Majest through this smoke. Oh, somehow Young recovers that. I don't know how. 2 versus 3 now, but there's Device with that stolen AWP and Young 1 versus 3. This was just Deagles and the 1 AK to start the round, but there's now an AWP and almost all the Team Spirit has been removed. It's on to Young in the clutch with the bomb down. And Device is going to be there, not having any of it. Hits the same shot twice in a row. Never mind what I was saying about Team Spirit starting to put the screws to Astralis, starting to get some momentum happening. There they go. The Deagle round comes through. Steal the AWP.
Yeah. They've gone for the gamble.
Look at these Deagle shots. Look at this. Yep, beautiful. See ya.
And then one up towards
out of the server,
Dumpster as well.
No sniper for you.
Oof. Nah, crisp. You love to see it, though. And that's where the experience comes in, though, right? You know, the coolest thing about a team like Astralis is, like, not all of them are, like, crazily, like, flashy players or anything like that, but they hit their shots so consistently that that's what sort of builds up some of these highlights just off the back of that. But now moving away up short, Magic's at least able to find one. And, of course, this is a very large gamble into this round. Team Spirit, they've completely invested into everything to get that AWP up for Idis Balance, and he's taken full control of Long here. Has all the information under the sun, but unfortunately with that he's left his teammate all alone. Chopper by himself over towards B. S-Tag will take some damage, but in the end they are able to find the frag, and that should be them marching straight onto that B site immediately. Device still sitting inside connector with the Deagle and the AWP on his back. Nothing required so far, because pretty much he can take control and cut it off.
Here's the thing. Idis Balance is saving. Even before the bomb goes down, he's saving. Because look at his position versus where Astralis are. Yes, he's got the hero gun, but he's behind the T side with an AWP. You do not flank with an AWP. That's just not how it happens. Device is currently flanking with an AWP. That's not what I meant. Nobody talk about it. He might, however, be able to steal away this AWP. So much investment has gone into this.
Oh, Device!
And will just hit the shot after Device misses his opportunity. But there's no way they can really go anywhere with this AWP. You can't flank a team with that. Maybe if it was a Hero M4, they could have done it. Not with the AWP. They're just going to try and save it here. And Dupree is going to be lining up the util for the dunk. They want to try and get their own AWP back. They want to try and rip this one out of Idis Balance's hands. And Glaive runs in with the knife out. Not going to be able to find it, though. And they will hold on to that AWP and rip away Astralis'. So at least that's something. But the Astralis money is such that they can drop another one.
Yep.
Yeah, Device has got plenty of cash.
If they so choose, yeah.
I didn't even notice that he'd spent $68.50 and still had 5K. So yeah, he has millions of dollars. So he's got the AWP out as well, even getting upgraded to a Deagle, just because he used that more than he uses his AWP half the time. But 13 rounds to 7 for Astralis now. Starting to run away with Overpass once again. There was signs of life from Team Spirit at the start of this half, but floundering.
Yeah, for sure. Certainly starting to feel the pressure slightly. But at least one of the main things here that I can sort of focus on is the fact that Spirit, albeit they still are behind and they're not exactly in a position now to take much out of the hands of Astralis with only these pistols, unless they do head towards Idis Balance. But the way they're going, looks like they're going to clear connector, make their way up towards A. Maybe Young will be able to find something on this line. Very aggressive inside the bathrooms. But
such a slim line
the
for
main thing I was going to get along the lines of was that Astralis, the cash is starting to lack. So if Spirit can do some more damage, they can bring something through in this round. They may very well be able to at least give themselves a bit more room to wiggle before this match does close out.
Hell yeah, it's Overpass. We have creative boosts. Can we get back to that? Please.
Love to see it.
Top player. Come on. They gave it up.
They just gave it up in the end.
I think that's, I guess that sees towards Long. And you can pick out someone who's pushing. Device, very close to the AWP. He's got the free for backup. There's the flash, and there's the kill. Very methodical from Astralis, clearing everything out. And here's Idis Balance again. The hero AWP has to try and make something work, and he's chunked by the grenade.
This is where the pressure does start to amount, but with 25 seconds remaining, somehow, they're rotating. They've got enough time to go B.
They've baited everything over to A. They're throwing full util, and they're going to run B. I love it.
That's rough. That's rough for Spirit. Look at their setup right now. You know, Astralis were basically marching into Carnage, but in the end, Device looking to hold that line. He does end up walking away from short. You might be able to check on into it in just a second, but it's so hard to play from this heaven position. Now Device has control of short. It's still a 4v4, but it's like so out of even thought right now. You know, they're immediately going to save. Balance will have to take that AWP over to another round. Magix has picked up a AK in the process, so at least there's something to play with for their troubles. But that's going to be a 14th round from Astralis. Not really a whole lot of damage dealt to their money either. So Spirit, they will be licking their wounds a little bit more.
That said, I don't hate that from Spirit. When you're in a situation like that, the player numbers are even, but the firepower is definitely not. I quite like just gambling on stacking a site.
Yeah.
Just be like, right, we're all going to sit here. If they come here, we've got the AWP and the pistols to try and team shot things. And if that doesn't work, we just save. We hold on to the AWP. They managed to steal the AK back as well. Given what they started that round with, that's not the worst end. Of course, Astralis are on 14 now, just 2 away from that match point. But I quite like that from Spirit as it goes. Like, there's not really a lot of options you have in that situation unless someone hits some absolute with a pistol or an AWP or something. So not bad, but the problem is they're really running out of time to make this one work, to turn it around. It's another full buy for Astralis. Their money is once again looking pretty good given what they've bought. And they're going straight for a B hit here, looking for round 15 on map number 1.
Yeah, already looking like they're marching over there nice and early on. The smoke grenade to go down for a little while longer. Device yet to throw the warning shot down towards Monster. Magic's up very, very close and personal on the other side, but right now they're going to slowly mosey their way into short, and this is the difference, right? Spirit, they haven't tried to really take short at all, whereas Astralis, they're all up in the business. Straight away, great flash over, but in the end, Balance is able to keep his cool and find the shot, but that is the rogue member of Magisk over towards that position. Now the rotate comes out. 3 members of Spirit already hungry and waiting. Are they going to be able to lock this down? The utility does start to come out now, but they will hold for a little while longer. Glaive spots out Mur, but nothing dealt just yet.
Still 50 seconds to play. Astralis have some time here. It's worth noting Spirits did to Astralis exactly what they were getting. Send the flank through, know that they're towards B, and then rotate to accommodate it. 4 players here now. Astralis going to be going for the entry. Great flash, the spray there. Magix gives himself away, but still finds the shot. There's Device, though, on the trade. 35 seconds to play, and the bomb site still with CTs all over it. Device is popping off.
What? Incredible stuff from Device. Some die young. It's actually Balance in the end to try and find it, but Dupree and Device will be able to find something. Look at this positioning, though, from Chopper. 20 seconds remain. The smoke, though, they're going to start to walk through it. Surely he pushes this, right? He ends up waiting for it. The bomb will be planted by Device. So it looks like Chopper's actually playing for the long game. Look at this. Chopper.
Oh, my God. This is gutsy.
Waiting patiently.
Let him buy. They're on top of each other.
What just happened?
Device walked into the same corner and was like, wait a minute, I can't back against the sandbag.
Hang on a second. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Oh, that sucks. I feel bad for him there. Chopper trying to hold his trigger. Not sure if he would have seen Device's name in the smoke or not and decided to be patient, or if that was just completely unlucky and didn't see him, but still, unfortunate that's the way it goes. It's 15 rounds now for Astralis. Yep, that grenade could have done a lot of... Thank you, Dion. Glad we saw that one.
Dion getting baited by the utility usage. Love it.
100%. Grenade pop the door. 8 rounds needed now for Spirit and their own map pick. Some die young, forced onto the Mag 7. They do have that hero warp out again on Balance. They've invested everything into this round, and it's got them 3 rifles, a shotgun, and a deagle. Needs to be something pretty special against Astralis here, who are going for a contact play fountain. There is no way the shotgun can fight that. Ambitious attempt. It doesn't even do damage at that range, unfortunately. It's got a hard range cap, but I like the attempt. And that is the first time that Astralis have played party pretty much all T-side.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what I mean, right? You know, Astralis, they were super confident to go for all of that control. Just like the same as we saw Na'Vi on Train. You know, they were able to just pretty much walk all over G2, taking that CT aggression, locking down all the angles relevant. Balance looking for that frag on the Glaive, but we flashed off the line. Glaive's still toying with it as well. We'll get the nade up, Chopper.
Oh, there's the bomb.
Looking to reposition now. Dupree not going to be able to find it, but Device waiting on the other side. There's Mur. At least to find one, but Glaive is here. And unfortunately, Mur only has the Famous, but he will be able to find it. Now it's all on S-Tag. But unfortunately, for Balance, it's a 1v1. He's got an AWP. And yeah, the bomb is firmly in the hands of S-Tag.
And S-Tag has so much time to play this as well. Look, 30 seconds. He can go all the way to B.
He
has so much time, but he's second guessing it. He has no idea where Balance is, and that goes both ways. He's going to end up risking it going for that B plant, and he's got plenty of time here as well. It's just 21 HP, so iDisbalance can afford to lead with that P250, and he's actually heard it. He's chased him down here. Going to throw the nade over, I think, and give himself away, and unfortunately, the HE won't quite land, though it was perfect.
Timing. It's all a factor now in this 1v1. S-Tag looking to take control of Monster. Gonna just wait patiently. 21-10. The man has had an absolutely stellar match so far. And iDisbalance, what's he gonna start clearing? It's just the time ticking down, right? Lacking confidence here. He's fired a warning shot. There is no kit. And unfortunately, I think S-Tag has already won this without really having to do a whole lot. iDisbalance will look to clean, but surely S-Tag will find the shot. No, in the end, will be iDisbalance to find it, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because that is a victory for Astralis.
16-7, they take away Heroic.